I've been busy for the past while, and I will be for about another week, but I've had the time for one video. As some of you may realize, I began a blog about a week ago. I'll put a link in the descriptions because I can't get external annotations up. Anyways, here's my stance on Nintendo and Let's Plays. Back in February, Nintendo decided to become a YouTube partner and began sending out automated Content ID claims. Content ID simply means that if YouTube detects gameplay footage or anything related to Nintendo games, all ad revenue would go to Nintendo instead of the person who uploaded the video. This doesn't have any implications for the smaller channels, but bigger ones will not be able to make money from ads anymore. One thing that no one knows yet is whether it's legal for Nintendo to make these claims. The controversy is about whether the player owns the footage or the company does, and there's no clear answer. Games will never be played exactly the same, and player interaction is the main part of the experience. Technology is progressing faster than the law, but for the rest of this video, let's assume that Nintendo is able to claim this content. Many people are calling this the death of Let's Plays, but I think this will actually transform them for the better. You see, this will push bigger channels to showcase smaller indie games, because they will still be able to earn revenue from the ads. This might lead to an oversaturation at times when a massive hit like Slender comes along again, but overall this would broaden the spectrum of what people would see. This won't be perfect, far from it, but just like the transition from pictures to video, I feel like this will be a necessary step for the Let's Play community. Since the games that will be showcased won't be as popular as the ones we've seen in the past, Let's Plays will become less about the game and more about the people playing them. This is true to an extent, but typically the most viewed Let's Plays are the ones of common games. As for the games that will be Let's Played, they get publicity, which matters a lot to smaller indie game developers. With demos on the decline, Let's Plays will become the primary way for people to determine whether to get the game or not. This will help both the developers and the gamers. Let's Plays will become the primary way for people to determine whether or not to get the game. The other issue is whether people should be paid for making Let's Plays, and my opinion is that they should be. There are a lot of skills involved in making a successful Let's Play, such as editing, research, and talking off script for 15 or 20 minutes straight. People on the other side of the argument would say that somebody pointing their phone at camera at the screen doesn't do any of these things, but really, those aren't videos that get many views, so the Let's Players won't be paid for them. Regardless of whether playing games can be considered work in this content, it's still providing entertainment for thousands or even millions of people. As a final point, if Let's Plays weren't a way to make money, it would hinder the job market slightly. For those of you wondering how, it would mean the people who make Let's Plays now would need new jobs. These are entrepreneurs that have carved out a niche, which is valuable in our saturated job market. To conclude, even if we don't think that Let's Players have real jobs, we should still be supporting them because they give us free entertainment.